Oh, I'm recording. It says I'm recording. All right, let's go ahead and just dive straight into it, guys. Welcome to a first of a series of a free public events that I'm going to be doing and hosting for my community in X. I do run a paid community, but like I've always said, if you run a paid community, you better have some fire ass free content. And here we go. This is the start of it. So a little bit about myself. I'm X, also known as King X. I'm a 12-year trading veteran, 9 consecutive green years back to back. So 12 years, 9 green. Obviously, there were some learning pains involved with everybody in trading. I mean, we all go through these learning pains. I'm the leader and commander in chief of CEO of the #1 daily live stream trading community, Juicy Trades. We live stream trade every day, all day, lay out the plan, and we do it in front of you. And we hope that you can use the skills and the things that we teach you inside of our program so that you can implement what we're doing on live stream. Now, the only thing I'm going to advertise to you, and I don't really advertise much, is that it is Columbus Day, so we will cut our prices. We have partnered with Roop. That way, internationally, we can allow everybody to join us. So you get 50% off our bronze package, which is our month-to-month. If you use code JUICY50, the link is on my profile. And if you, today, because of highly demand, we're going to open up 5 new mentorship spots going forward. So feel free to join us. So again, we got to dive straight into it because the agenda is a very stacked agenda today. We're going to cover the overview of mindset. We're going to cover new trader expectations versus what the reality of being a trader is. Then I'm going to lay out a step-by-step process for you to become a professional trader. Then I'm going to go over overtrading and revenge trading, and I'm going to lay out a step-by-step process where you can eliminate all that and trade freely. Then we're going to cover the red days, how to deal with them, and then we're going to cover the most important part about trading. This is the second most important part about trading, is the review process. It is crucial that you are in a review process. Now, success in trading, it starts with discipline. The real reason most people are not profitable is like this dude right here to the left. Just read this comment this dude over here to the left got going on. This is the real reason that the majority of people who trade a system, you got gamblers, but the people who trade a system, the reason why they're not profitable is like my man's to the left. They don't understand that you have to master your mindset, and it's not just about mastering the charts, it's about mastering the battle within, all right? Traders often overlook mindset because it goes more than, a couple fancy quick quotes. Mindset's the key to profitability, and I'm going to prove it to you right now, all right? Everybody open your ears. Ask yourself this one question right now. If you're profitable or if you're not profitable, every time you've taken a loss this year from January to now, every loss that you've taken from January to right now, is it a result of you following your trading system? Hold up, I'm getting called from Kelvin. I just want to make sure I'm good. All right, we got my co-host here saying he can't see my slides. Let's get a sound check from the Discord team. If you see my screen, hit me with a 333. 333 in the Discord. If you guys can see my screen, we just want to make sure we're good. I thought we're good. We're good. If you can't see my screen, hit me with a 555. 3 is you can see everybody participate. 333 if you can see my screen. 555 if you cannot. Where you guys at? I'm assuming you guys can hear me. Hit me with a triple. Okay, I'm getting it in the Zoom chat. They can see me, man.
Okay, I'll check mine.
Try to reboot and come back. All right. I do apologize about that, and I know I was about to get in my bag. We'll pick it right up where we're just at. It's very important that we make sure that we're all aligned. But as I was saying, I want everybody here to ask themselves this one particular question, and it's very important. From January to now, has every loss that you incurred, has it been a result of following your trading system? Is it a result of you executing on your A+ setup? If the answer is yes, you can leave. See you later. You don't need to listen to anything about mindset because you already got it down. If the answer is no, meaning you've taken one loss, you stepped outside your plan one time, then you need to shift from chart to mindset. Mindset is the issue. Many traders understand that mindset's crucial, but unfortunately, we often overlook it or we begin in the wrong place. Instead of focusing on discipline and consistency, we really get caught up with what we call the new trader's mindset. Trading is easy, especially if you're watching people on Twitter or if you're trading alongside of people who are successful at trading. Because if you watch somebody that's successful at something, it looks easy. The guy just opened up the computer, he pushed a couple buttons and some money came out of it. And social media overamplifies a lot of this stuff, right? $1 to $1 million challenge. A bunch of craziness you see on trading. And when you get into it, then you realize the reality of it. You might see that success on the top, but what you don't see is the countless hours of backtesting and studying, the countless hours of everybody starts with YouTube videos right before they get a mentor, the countless hours of YouTube videos, the countless money you've spent to try to figure this out, the emotional highs and lows. I want to say you probably spend more time or just as much time learning and trying to become profitable as a doctor would try to go get his license. There's a lot of work that comes into this. But after all that's done, and then you get through the craziness and you get through the highs and lows, there's no other job like this. And on live stream, when we're talking about it, especially when I get inside a very big trade, you'll hear me scream this a lot. Best job in the world, because when you get past this, the freedom's unmatched. The ability to do whatever you want. So this is the only place where you can, in my opinion, where you can have the money and the time to do what you really want to do. But there is a 90% chance of you failing. And on top of that, the market's job, like literally, the market's job is the trip trapping for you. That's its only function, make you liquidity. So how can you win? And it's not theoretically the best trading strategy in the world, because there's no one size fit all trading strategy for everyone. The only way to tackle the market and win in the market is to adopt, and write this down, a screenshot, the proper trading mindset. The trading mindset is the ability to focus on the execution of your trading system and edge no matter what the market's doing. So that means me as a professional, I really don't care if the market moves 1,000% today. I do not care. I don't care if it moves 5% today. The only part about that I care about is, out of those 1,000 points, where's the entry based off my trading edge, and where could I get in and where could I get out? Now, the issue with that and the real challenge of maintaining a proper mindset is that we, in the beginning, we focus on money over the process. If you just do the opposite, you've already won. Stop chasing the money. As a trader, your job is to execute your market analysis without worrying about the money. And if you can follow the process, the profits will follow you. It's the exact opposite. If you're following the money, the process isn't even involved and it's taking your money. But if you follow that process, you're going to make a lot of money. Every high performance athlete in the world has a process of doing what they do. And while they're in their process, they don't think about money. It's not even involved with it. I'll give you an example. I'm into F1 racing. That's one of the few sports that I follow. I like boxing, I like American football, and I like racing. This weekend lit in my house when all this happens. And if you watch F1 racing, you know who this is. This is Max Verstappen. At one point, this guy was so good, he only lost if his car broke down. If his car didn't broke down, he was in first place. Almost every sports betting was never as easy as it was just to bet on Max Verstappen. I'm telling you. At any time, this is Max right here in his element. Looking at this chart, do you think this guy's thinking about money? In my head, you know what I mean? I'll be watching all these TV shows of him. He's coming around the corner going 215 miles an hour. And when he came around the corner, the only thing he could think about was passing the guy in front of him. Doesn't matter that he's getting paid 250 mil a year. All he can think about is executing the process. And that's what a professional does. Now, how can you become a professional trader? Very simple process. And on top of that, we live in the day in the world of the prop firm. We now have even made it even easier for you to become a professional trader with instant funding. Now the ball's in your court. Follow this process. Step one, you need to find Your trading edge, process, and system, as I said before, not one size will fit everybody. Number two, you need to backtest that system and get certain metrics. I feel 60% win rate with the 1 to 2 RR will give you a very, very great revenue stream. Once you get to that place, you need to consistently follow your system. And that's what we're going to hanker down on mindset. And that's where you need to focus on mindset and following your system. So what's the systematic trading approach? If you think you got a systematic trading approach because you trade in fair value gaps or inversion fair value gaps, but a full trading system approach will tell you everything you need to know. How to find your stocks, or if you're a futures trader, you're only trading your one pair, how to get in, when to get in, how to get out, start to finish. That's a systematic trading trading system. And by having a systematic trading system, it keeps you emotionally grounded. And that's what you need. You need something to keep you emotionally grounded when you're trading. You know you have a systematic approach when you're just systematically reacting to things. I'll give you an example. This is literally what I do. If the market does ABC, I will do XYZ until the market or stock does 1, 2, 3. So what's that sound like for me? If the market hits a higher time frame PD or where it sweeps liquidity, I'll wait for the inversion gap or a market structure shift and a pullback into a FFG or breaker with relative equal highs as my target, all while risking less than 5% of my account. I ain't say nothing about no indicator. All I said was exactly what I'm looking for in the market. Because why am I focusing on that? Because I have an edge. Liquidity is my edge. Those sweeps are my edge. I know when I backtest that, I have this percentage of times that I win. And because of that, I don't want to do anything else. Now get ready. Here it comes, because you're going to hear me say this word so much tonight. This is the answer to all your problems. Literally, backtesting. The missing answers to your journey to becoming a professional trader, which I would recommend you never give up on, is found on the other side of backtesting. Backtesting is basically using old data, for those of you that you don't know, to test your current strategy on to see if it works. And it's literally the number one reason why most people fail. If you backtest a lot, it will eliminate FOMO. You won't have any revenge trading. You won't have any issues of hesitating. You will be fearless. Like you're literally do you know what it feels like to be fearless as a trader? Like you literally come in, you see your setup, bam, I hit it. Full size, trigger target, I'm on the beach. It increases your confidence through reps. So for those of you guys who are like, man, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm kind of scared. Oh, it's moving. I'm going to buy. That's gone. That hesitation. And it allows you to optimize your parameters in a safe environment. Literally, quote this, somebody write this down. Backtesting is the foundation of confidence. The more you prepare, the less you will be fear. And the less you fear, the more money you're going to make. Because theoretically, the closer I can get the entry to my stop loss, the less risk that's on the table. And because of risk management and me having less risk on, the losing trades are going to be smaller. And over time of trades, I'm going to have more gains protected because I wasn't fearful. Now, what do we recommend for backtesting? If you're part of my team, we get together on certain Sundays and I open up FX replay and we go to some point in time and we backtest. We use FX replay. Now, after you've gotten to the place where you backtested your system, so let's just pretend you're trying to be a pro. You done the studying. You found your system. You backtested it. All right, X, I got my 60% win rate. I got my 1 to 2 RR. I'm ready to rock and roll. What's next? Consistency. This is the hardest part about trading, is being consistent. If you can take one trade and just win on that trade, why not repeat the same thing over? Why in your right mind would you do anything else? Why would you do anything on the fly? I'm successful as a trader due to the fact that I take the same trade with the same setup repeatedly. If it's not there, I don't want it. And that's the elite mindset. Wayne backtested system over and over again. If my conditions aren't met, I'm not trading. I'll prove it to you. Here's the setup. For those of you guys that know me, y'all know what y'all looking at. What are we looking at? Sweep of liquidity here. Inversion fair value gap. Retest. Relative equal highs. Target. Bang, bang, bang. Now look at this setup. Sweep of liquidity here. Inside the macro, what type of macro is this? The 20 to 40. So this is your market structure shift and manipulation macro. Inversion fair value gap, not relative equal highs, but low resistant highs. And you have relative equal highs up here. And if the trade on this day went all the way to those highs, I was just being nice and safe and taking it. But one thing I want you to ask you, right? I want everybody to participate here. If this trade that you're looking at right now, if this trade and that trade, do they look similar? If it looks similar, somebody somewhere hit me with a 555. I'm talking to people on Twitter, inside my Discord, and inside the Zoom room. Let's do it again. If this trade and this trade look the same, hit me with a 555. You can't see it. Slide is frozen. Did it just freeze right now? Where are you watching from? You guys are watching from Twitter? Hold up. Maybe because I'm streaming. How about now? Okay. All right. Let's do it again. All right. Let's do it. It's all good. Sorry, we have. And again, I'm on multiple screens, guys. So I'm talking to people here in Discord. All right. So let's do this again. Right. Here's the proof. Right. What am I looking for? Sweep of liquidity. Inside a macro, relative equal highs, entries the inversion gap. This trade, sweep of liquidity. You got relative equal highs above here, but you also had these clean highs and this void that went straight down. But here's your inversion fair value gap. Now, without the scribble scrabble on the chart, if this trade looks like this trade, hit me with a 555. If they look similar to you, hit me with a triple. If they look completely different, hit me with a 777. 555s or 7. 7 means different. People are saying 5s. 7 is different. Okay. Now look at this trade. And this pretty much outlines my whole model. There's your raid. Your raid is your sweep. We're inside the macro, which is pointed here. You have the inversion fair value gap, and then you have relative equal highs all the way to the left from the higher time frame. And this was a banger trade. Now look at this trade, and look at this trade. You can't tell me they don't look the same. You cannot tell me that these trades do not look the same. And I know a troll on Twitter is going to be like, you only showing me long trades, bro. Watch this. Here's a short. Now, I didn't highlight this here, but that's a sweep of liquidity there. There's your market structure shift, and here's your breaker block. From your breaker block, there's your draw of liquidity, which is previous day's low. Now look at this trade. Over here, we had a sweep. I didn't have it marked because this was an older trade. But there's your market structure shift. There's your macro. There's your draw of liquidity. It looks the same. Now, I know I'm going to have another troll in here, and that troll going to be like, yo, bro, these are all hindsight trades. Here you go. All right. Now watch this. Right here, as soon as we get the inversion gap, I'm short. Boom. And what are you looking at? Sweep of liquidity there. And then you got your two targets right there. Right? Oh, wait. I wanted to show you that it goes to target just in case I have whatever. Point of the matter is this trade going all the way down to target. And same thing here. There's your sweep of liquidity, as pointed out, is the green line. There's the macro. This is the 1050 to 1110 macro. You got relative equal highs up top. The point I'm trying to make is the recipe for success in trading, is just proper mindset and execution of a back-tested plan. If you can consistently just do both, then you can consistently make money. Another big issue for a lot of people is that you focus on too much money too fast. So this is now a double-edged sword, because prior to this year and last year, prior to 23, prop firms were around, but they wasn't as heavily used. I mean, I'm not saying people didn't use prop firms, but the social media presence over the last 2 years, you cannot deny the fact that the prop firms are everywhere. So because you have prop firms and trade copiers, you don't need to make $100,000 a month. Let's just say you make $1,000 a day on a 150K account on one trade. I just showed you like 5 trades that ran over 100 handles on NQ. That's way more than $1,000. But let's just say you do 10 of those a month. Let's just say whatever reason you got 100% win rate on one account. That's 10K. 10K across 10 accounts. It's $100,000 a month. I mean, if that's not motivation enough for you to sit back and follow your plan and just say, I just need 10 trades a month that win, and totally over a course of 30 days, I'm telling you, the way that I trade over a course of 30 days, I'm probably going to get 12 solid days where I'm like, bam, big trade, bam, big trade. I'm not saying I'm only going to win 12 of those days of those 30, but 12 of those days are just going to be very beautiful, very clean price action that I can take advantage of. So knowing that, why not just wait for that to happen and ignore everything else? X seems easy. Seems so easy. I just watched your PowerPoint and it just looks so easy. I can do it tomorrow. What happens when things go wrong? Now, I've told you the best traders in the world, they trade at 70%. So losses are a part of the game. Look at your win rate. You win 70% of the time, you're going to lose 30% of the other time. You win 60% of the time, you're going to lose 40% of the other time. So let's just say you're like, all right, X, I'm going to join your Columbus Day sale. I'm going to trade alongside of you side by side. We're going to rock and roll and we're going to trade together and we're going to make a bunch of money together. All right, cool. I'm in the live stream. When you're in my live stream, this is what you see. And let's just say you're in the live stream, you're listening, and I'm like, this is an A+ model. Here it is right here, A+. Y'all ready? I'm about to load the boat. This type of stuff I be saying. This is exactly what I be saying on the live stream. Y'all, I'm about to get long. I'm about to hit it heavy. Y'all ready? Let's do it. You see this blue box? I'm about to buy this blue box. All right? Why is this an A+ setup? Higher time frame PD array. Rate of liquidity. You got highs here, but above this, you had relative equal highs too. You're also inside of a macro, right? And by the way, if you are gold, next weekend or the weekend after, we will be doing the execution webinar. It's going to be for gold only. But let's just say you're bronze or whatever, and you join our chat room, and I put this trade on. And I just showed you all the stuff on this webinar. All the stuff you just seen on the webinar so far. You've seen it. You get in the trade, and you fully size. You like, X is in. I'm going to put extra size on. And then, bam, you got stopped out. And not only did you get stopped out, bam, went to X target. You just got clapped, and all you had to do was hold on to the trade, and you it'd have been Christmas in July, right? But you decided to get out of the trade because you got the trade went against you. That is a part of what we do, and that cannot be avoided, and that is why we make emotional mistakes. Because the market will never do 100% of what you're expecting it to do and deliver the way that is expected to deliver. Now, the problem when this happens is most people that are inexperienced, knowing that they got stopped out down here, when they see price over here, they be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to buy. I'm going to go long. You try to get long up here, this thing pulls back at all, you're going to be scared. Clap. And the price goes higher, you're going to be mad, and you might do something crazy. Or you have the guy who's saying, I missed my trade. This is such bullshit. I'm just going to try to short here, get clapped, short here, get clapped, short here, get clapped. Every time you trade outside of your plan, you undermined all the hard work, the late nights, the dedication you put in. And what you're essentially doing is inviting unnecessary losses and sabotaging your progress. Unnecessary losses, especially when you stray outside your trading plan, is the main reason traders remain unprofitable. It's not the strategy, it's you. You the dude driving the car. Other people driving the same car you driving, and they getting places, but you ain't getting nowhere. That's you, because you can't stick to your strategy. And just know, if you stick to your strategy, you should look at it as protecting the progress you worked so hard to build. Sticking to your edge not only protects your profits, but it also helps prevent emotional pitfalls. If you don't take losses outside of your plan, how much farther will you go in trading? Overtrading is gone. So again, everybody that's here, do me a favor. What I want you to do right now, screenshot this and stick it on your wall. Screenshot it. I'm so serious. Screenshot this and then throw it on your wall somewhere in your office. And I promise you, if you read this stuff before you start trading, everything's going to be so much easier. But the point of the matter is, losses is what happens in trading, and when they happen, everything you know usually goes out the window. Mike Tyson always says you always have a plan until you get punched in the face. But problem is the market's going to punch you in the face either way. And what you need to learn how to do is turn the computer off. And in order for you to realize that, you need to understand that every win rate has a loss rate. So theoretically, if I'm 70% and I'm winning the best in the world, over a course of 1,000 trades, I'm going to take 300 losses. I don't know if those losses are going to come today, tomorrow, randomly, consecutively, in a series of losses. That's called a drawdown. A series of losses following your plan. I'm in drawdown. That doesn't make you a bad trader. So why is it when you go through drawdown, you eliminate your whole strategy and do some random stuff? You don't know what's going to happen with this random stuff. However, if you take losses following your trading plan, it's only a loan to the market. If you're sticking to a back-tested system, you will get it back in time. And that's why I like to tell people, discipline is literally everything in trading. What people don't understand is that consistency isn't just about winning every trade. It's about having the discipline to follow the process every time. And I'm going to give you a checklist on how to do that. But you need discipline as a trader. And if you lack in discipline, you're not going to make it here. You need discipline to wait for setups. You need discipline to be slow with your account growth, because most people think that trading is every month plus 20%, January 20%, February 20%, March 20%. Realistically, or at least in my experience, January might be 20%. February might be plus 5%. And that might have been a rough month for me. And then when March comes around, I'm up 17%. But if I gave up in that plus 5%, I would have blew the whole account. If I had an emotional tilt, I would have blew the whole account and went completely left to right. And then you'd have been destroyed. You need discipline to wait for other setups. Discipline to sit out the market when the market isn't lining up. Discipline's everything. And the only way you can achieve that top level discipline is having a checklist. The TRIL model, the TRIL model, time, raid, inversion, liquidity is a checklist. 1, 2, 3, buy. I want you to think of it as 1, 2, 3. What's your win rate? 60%. 1, 2, 3, 60%. I had a 60% chance of winning if these things are winning. 1, 2, 3, whatever. Point of the matter is you need to have a checklist. And that actually separates a lot of people. What's the difference between a gambler and a trader? One follows a checklist and the other follows the emotions. And if you follow emotions, you can't tell me you don't overtrade. And this is another big pitfall for everybody. Now, overtrading goes beyond taking 100 trades a day. I mean, that is overtrading in my opinion. But hey, overtrading for me is any trade outside your plan. Why? Because when you trade outside your plan, you introduce new situations that you have never been into. So therefore, you don't know how you're going to react. You don't know how you're going to feel to the situation. And therefore, you're just going to go with the flow. And I'm not willing to bet my P&L on going with the flow. In my experience, people overtrade for one of 3 reasons. Reason number 1, is lack of confidence in their long-term ability in their trading. Reason number 2 is not realizing that you can do a lot more with a lot less. I mean, I was on this other space the other day, and somebody was, and I, when I get in these spaces, man, I just get going with what I get, because I'm very passionate about this. This is what I do for a living, right? One of the things I've said is people don't really realize the power of compound interest. Compound interest, the ability to do the same thing over and over and over again, like a business executes its system to make money. And then with trading's the only business in the world that you can scale. What do I mean by that? If you own a trucking company, if you want to make more money, you got to go buy another truck, find another driver, put him on the road. Trading, when you get confident, if you want to make more money, all you got to do is buy some extra contracts. So the ability for you to trade less and then trade with more and consistently do that will take you so much farther. You don't need more capital. You don't need more trades. You need more capital in your trades. And the last reason why people trade crazily is outside financial pressure or relationship problems. You got your girl on your butt, your husband on your butt. You know, you need to pay the bills. Maybe you're in between jobs, or maybe you just started. Financial pressure on the outside is what's going to really get you. But long story short, overtrading is just a symptom of impatience. Discipline is your greatest advantage of it. So outside of getting, maybe a side hustle, if you have the financial pressure, or maybe your spouse works or whatever, there's other couple solutions that you can, point of matter is you need to generate income on another way until trading can cover all of your bills. But how can you just get rid of overtrading in general? One, back testing. Here are a couple things that you can do. One, turn the computer off. I mean, that's the solution to 90% of people's problems. Turn the computer off. But turn the computer off if you take one trade outside your plan. One trade outside your system. I just showed you my model indirectly. I didn't explain it, but I showed it to you. But if you trade one system outside your model, turn the computer off. One trade. So at 9, what does that look like, X? At 9:33, if you break a rule, you're going to turn the computer off and not trade till tomorrow. How many times would you do that and before you stop overtrading? To limit how many setups you trade. Me personally, I take no more than three to four setups per day, right? Set on a maximum account drawdown on the day, meaning that if you're down 3%, whatever percent, you're done for the day. How do you know what's your maximum account drawdown? How much money do you have to lose before you have to tell your wife about it? Whatever number that is, minus that by $10, there's your maximum drawdown. Get a trading buddy. A lot of you guys are in Discords. If you don't have a trading buddy, come join my Discord. You don't want an actual human being trading buddy? Download Chat GPT, which is an AI. Make sure you get the 4.0 version of that AI, and it will tell you everything you need to know about your trading as long as you teach it how to trade. Have a side hobby to do when the market's not working. And I've recommended this to my Discord so many times, and I'm going to recommend it again. I got GTA 5. I'm telling you, bro, I got an extra screen over here. Let's just hook up GTA. And when those markets are choppy, I got tanks. I got mansions on GTA. I got everything you need. We can go start war with everybody on this damn game. Let's play this game and wait for this market to come to us, right? Next point, log each trade, every trade. Every trade you take, log it. We're going to talk about the review process here in a second. But each trade you take, you got to log it. If you trade 100 times in a day, you have to log 100 trades. After 6 hours of logging and screenshotting and explaining why you did anything, I guarantee you won't overtrade tomorrow. Now, here's the real kicker. Here's the one thing that's really going to turn it around for you. You guys ready? Pay attention to this. Somebody, y'all love to quote me on Twitter. Somebody quote me on Twitter on this one. Each time you trade outside of your system, you're going to do two things. One, go to the gym, get your butt on that Stairmaster, and you're going to do 20 minutes of stairs. Straight, you got to get it done at the fastest pace you can get it done. 20 minutes, punishment. And here's the real thing. Who depends on you? Is it your wife? Is it your kid? Is it your husband? Is it you? Is it your mama? Who depends on you? I want you to go look at that person in the eye and tell them that you broke your rules today. And we have another day of relapse. Guarantee you, if you do all these things here, trading's done. Because at the end of the day, overtrading is nothing more than a byproduct of disbelief in your trading system. And that's why I tell people all the time, it's nothing but a game of you versus you. Most traders know how to win. It's the fact that you're focusing on making money too fast and not focusing on following the process. And if you're not profitable, you're not focusing on backtesting and refinement. That's what's really holding most people back. And it's so simple. Emotional mistakes in trading can easily be eliminated. And you can significantly improve the path to profitability by consistently backtesting, reviewing your trades, and refining your strategy. A lot of times people give up in that area because they don't see the way out. And it's so sad because this is literally the best job in the world. There's no other job that does what this does for me. And the problem is that you can't see the other side because you're so focused on today. So with your trading, instead of saying, I got to be profitable tomorrow, say that I want to be 1% better today than I was yesterday and continue that approach, and mentally you'll get better. But how do you get 1% better? Having a review process. You need to track every trade you do. so that you can identify what's working, and then you can measure the progress, and then you can refine. Our trading tracking software that we recommend is TraderSync. I've been with TraderSync for a long time. I was there when they started the project. There's another one called TradeZilla. I really like that one too. I just been with TraderSync from the beginning, so I'm going to rock out with other people I've been with. Oh, X, I don't want to pay for nothing. Okay, here's a free solution. Open a trading journal server. Open a Discord for free. Create specific channels. Call it My Model, winning trades, losing trades, emotional trades, higher time frame trades. Each one of these gets its own channel. And every day, review what happens. Upload it into your channels with your screenshots. Review it every day. That way you can refine. Refinement. Refinement is discovery of profitability. If you're not refining, you're dying. 100%. Refine your strategy. Review your trades. And trade with discipline. Always remember that success in trading just isn't about chasing the wins. It's more importantly about mastering your process and maintaining the right mindset to follow it. Oftentimes, we get really confused with what trading really is because we see these things online, or we hear these people talk about it, or we hear or see these giant payouts in the Ferrari and Lamborghinis. Trading's just like any other business, but this business has unlimited potential. This business can give you everything you need to everything you need and everything you've ever wanted, but you have to master yourself and your emotions. You will have red days. You will have red months. But if you can stick to your plan, the profits will follow you to victory. And that's why I always say no setup, no trade. And this is going to conclude where I'm at. We're going to pick it up, and I'm going to introduce my top student here in 1 second. But before we get going, and I throw it over to LA Calvin, who's my top student, I just want to give you an area to connect with me. If you enjoyed being here tonight, let us know on Twitter. Well, this isn't over. This is the halfway point. You're going to hear from my top student here in 1 second. But if you enjoyed this, be sure to follow us somewhere and comment that you were here today. Whether you're talking to me on Stock Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, or just email me saying you had a great day. JuicyTrades.net is our website. And again, I just want to go ahead and thank you for your support. But from here, I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing somebody who's a legend in our chat room. I know we had, okay, he's here. I know we had some issues before, but this guy's a legend. I had the pleasure of training with this guy. First year of trading, we had some pitfalls and we had some setbacks. But after that first year, LA Kelvin, as you guys know him, became a monster. And the second year that we've been moving, he's really impressed me with his progress. He's now a leader in my community, and I really appreciate him for coming up and saying a few words. But from here, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it over to you, LA Kelvin. The floor from here is now yours. The recording will stay on the whole way through, guys. But again, thank you guys for me. This concludes me, but over to you, LA.
Okay, awesome, X. I just want to say, man, it was a great presentation you did just now, man. And look, things can't do nothing but go up from here, guys. If you take half of the things that he said,
I can't hear you, LA Kelvin. I see you talking.
So X, would you mind making a co-host
sound check for everybody? Kelvin, I just gave you ability to speak. Do me a favor, start prepping your screen. If you guys can hear Kelvin speaking, ready. Do me a favor, hit me with a 333 in the main chat or the Zoom chat.
Okay.
Hit me with a 333 if you guys can hear him speaking. Hit me with a 333.
All right, you guys can you see my screen right now?
All right. It seems like I can't hear you speak, Kelvin. I'm going to mute up. I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. I'm going to play with sound stuff in the background. The floor is yours, brother man.
All right, I'm speaking right. Can you guys hear me right now? You can just go ahead and give me a thumbs up in it. Okay, I can hear. Okay, great. You guys can see my screen also. Awesome. Okay, hey guys, listen. If you heard half the things that Xavier said just now and follow them, you're gonna be successful. So today, I'm LA Kelvin, and I've been around for a long time, guys. I've been an entrepreneur for over 35 years, 34 years. Got a birthday coming up. Been around for a while and taking up real estate. I'm a real estate broker. Taking up trading, and they retired me from real estate. And I just want to say, guys, that you're in the right place at the right time. If you've been dreaming about being successful and dreaming about the possibilities of what could be, when you're in the right room today with the right group of people. And I'm going to share some things with you today. I think that's going to help you out. Now, I chose this topic right now. It may apply to some of you guys, but may not apply to others. But if you do, if you are one of the people that's out there, which many people are, and I spoke about it earlier, you guys are probably working with prop firms or trying to trade with prop firms, and you've been struggling, you know. And if you're one of them guys out there or ladies that's out there and you've been struggling, today, hopefully, I will give you a couple of tips that will make a difference. And I started with prop firms about 3.5 years ago, 4 years ago. I think I was one of the first ones in the Discord to actually go over to prop firms. End up getting a funded account with them, and things was going well, and things wasn't going so well. I blew, man, probably about 300, 400 accounts. I'm telling the truth now. Been a while. So if you're one of them guys out there and you're trading with prop firms, are you finding yourself blowing a lot of valuation accounts? Go ahead and hit me in the Discord. In the chat, let me know. And I'm asking that question because I believe it applies to other people besides me. I believe it applies to other people besides me. So let's talk about this, what I believe is going to make a difference. Prop firms is a game changer for the retail trader. How many of you guys right now have $100,000 that you can put in the market and start trading with, or $50,000 or $25,000? Probably that'd be challenging for most of us. And if you're out there trying to trade with your own capital, you know you have to have the margin requirements of $25,000 for some firms, and some firms have made it easier to get in, but there are give and takes about it. But what if you can get someone to help you get established with a minimum amount of investment, and that's a prop firm? Now, I am not advocating for prop firms, but I know the power of prop firms because I know what it's done for me, and I know it can do the same thing for you. So let's look at the benefits of what prop firms are. First of all, risk-free capital. You pay for the evaluation account, which is small. You pass their matrix of what they are looking for you to qualify for them to fund you, and they fund you. That's a great thing. Less risk. You end up with leveraging small amount of money to leverage a big opportunity to make money, and that's a great benefit of prop firms. Okay, the challenges that comes along with prop firms, the ones that I experienced and the ones that I'm sure you experience also, is what? You're not able to take advantage of the funded accounts. How many of you guys right now have been funded and you've blown the account? Not one account, not two accounts, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 30 funded accounts, and you can't figure out what's going on. If that's you, give me a heads up in the chat room. Give me a thumbs up and say that's me, or I know what you're talking about. Because I'm gonna share with you what I think the problem is. Okay, the problem is what I believe absolutely unequivocally the trader's mindset. I think that we have to get your thinking together, because most of your trading, 90% of what you do is done in the thought life. You think it, you contemplate on it, and you do it, right? And that information is coming from your subconscious mind that's giving your conscious mind data points on what decisions to make, and you weigh the scales and you make a decision, whether it be emotional, which most of us retail traders are emotional traders, and that's causing us trouble. We're just blowing accounts right and left, and we're going to fix that today. Hopefully, I'm going to help you fix that today. Can't promise you nothing, but I'm going to give you something to think about, and I think it will make a difference in your life. So let's talk about the trader mindset, and I think this is key, guys. This is key. So first of all, let me ask you a question. Do you deserve to make money? Not just a little money, but a lot of money. If that's you in the chat, go ahead and give me an answer right there. Do you deserve to make money? Come on. If you don't deserve to make money, don't answer me. If you do, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or give me something. Yeah, you deserve to make money. And guys, I believe I deserve to make money, but I couldn't figure out why I was struggling so hard. If I know I deserve to make money, why can't I make the money? Man, that's a hard thing to feel about. But I want you to think about it this way, guys. This is what I want you to think about. Now, you grew up in an environment with your parents at home. And most of us come from blue collar worker families, and some may have come a little bit, may not have been as good as blue collar. But whatever that is in your life, and you're growing up, you was nurtured by that environment. You see, you saw your mom or your dad go out and work 10, 15, 20 hours a day and to put food on the table. They came home with calluses on their hand, dirty, grimy, and they come in and put the money on the table and say, I worked hard for this money. I worked 60 hours a week to make sure I can take care of my family. If that was the household that you grew up in, give me a thumbs up. And I'm asking you this question because participation is 90% of you getting what I'm going to say to you. If you participate, ask the questions, answer the question, and answer them honestly, you're going to get something out of it, guys. I grew up in that family. My father worked 60, 70 hours a week. He was a carpenter, a construction worker. He built houses. I seen him work hard. In fact, when I was a kid, he made me work hard too. He said, if I'm going to work, everybody's going to work. I'm out there 7, 8 years old with a nail bag and a hammer trying to build a house. Can't do nothing. But my dad taught me good values on hard work, and you make a living. You can buy food for the family, buy a house if you're really fortunate, clothes for the kids, and just do things with the family. So hard work does pay off, right? So I understood that. I was conditioned that way, and that was a good condition to have. But it's only natural that you have the same idea your parents had when you were growing up about how to make money. You go to work right now, some of you guys working 60, 70 hours a week, and you deserve the money. You earn it, right? You're like, whoa, look at here, man, look what I've done. And you're so proud of your money and go you do your things. And so that's nurturing from your family. You probably teach your kids the same thing. But the thing I want to say to you guys is that your image of making money is very important when it comes to your trading. Why is it that we right now, we get a prop firm account, or we trade our own personal funds, we start trading, and we make $1,000, and in 5 minutes we gave it away? If you got your paycheck from your job right now, because some of you guys are still working and you may not be a full-time trader, and I walked up to you and say, hey, Joe, give me that paycheck. You probably look at me, get pretty indignant, probably want to sock me or knock me out or cuss me out or something. You don't know how hard I work for this money. Give me my check. You must be out your cock-picking mind. You give that thing up, right? But in this trading world, you just got a funded account. You made $1,000. You made $500. You made $800. What is pushing you to immediately put that money back in the market and give it away? Could it be that you really and truly don't believe you deserve the money? You see, I believe it's your subconscious mind that's triggering you. It's your thoughts and your ideas about money that you're getting from your subconscious mind, and it's in conflict of what you're attempting to do consciously. It is truly putting a battle of war inside your thoughts on what to do and what not to do. Because I believe some of us are still running on that old programming that we have to work hard and put 60 or 70 hours a week in. Then we deserve the money. We deserve a good living. We deserve a home. We deserve all the benefits of hard work. See, I believe that's a fallacy that the haves have told to the have-nots to keep you working for them and not working for yourself. I think that we have to rethink and redefine on our belief system, our core belief system when it comes to making money. Because you see, your subconscious mind is like a sponge. It takes everything in, good, bad, and difference. It don't know the difference between the truth or the lie. Whatever you feed it, it stores it in a file cabinet. And when you get ready to make a decision, you open a file drawer and you pull out the information. If that data is faulty, you're gonna make bad decisions. Have you ever been around someone and you just look at him and say, man, I can't understand how you can do certain things. Can't you see that this is not going to be beneficial to you? Can't you see that what you're doing is self-destructive for yourself and your family? And you can't understand it. And they can't see it. What is going on? It's called programming. You see, you are nothing but a supercomputer. And everything you ever experienced in your life from birth to the day is stored in your subconscious mind. And when you're concentrating and you need information to make a decision, you go back into your data source, that's your subconscious mind, pull information out to make a decision, rational or not, and you make that decision. Well, we want to work with that. And we want to get you out of that way of thinking and everything that's counterintuitive to the thing that you want to do right now in the present, that's trading, because you got to understand this here. In trading, making money is very easy. I get up in the morning with my silk pajamas on and my cup of coffee, and I sit down and I make profits. I'm gonna say it like that in the daytime, and never got out of my bath slippers. You understand? So that's in conflict with what my father told me. So not that what my dad did was the wrong thing, it was the right thing he did. But see, this is a whole new game here we in. See, when the curtain's been pulled back, we can see how to access unlimited amounts of money to gather at our desire if we understand the skill that's needed. And that's what Juicy Trades and that's what Dominant Traders coaching is doing. We are helping traders take their trading to the next level to help build the learning curve. You see, the things that we've done and learned over the years, we are giving it to you without experience. And that's through mentorship or coaching. And guys, I just want to say this here. Your feelings and your thoughts have to be in alignment with your goals and your plans today. It will induce compulsions to do things, good or bad, that will benefit you or hurt you in the long run. So what I want you to do is to start to grow, to start to retrain yourself in the way you're thinking. I want you to believe that you can make money and making money easily. See, I say money come to me now. I wake up every morning knowing that somebody have my money out there in that market. There's one thing I do know, when you make money, someone's on the other end losing money. See, the hedge funds know your feelings, they know your emotions, they know your fears, and they induce panic often in the market. And if you're unprepared or unskilled in how to recognize the liquidity sweeps or recognize the PD arrays or recognize the breaker blocks that's out there, you are the train wreck on the other side of someone else's trade. Because every time you lose, someone else is winning. Well, we're here to help you bridge that gap. You see, your subconscious mind, that's your self-image. It controls everything you do in life. Some of us are running right now on 4-year-old programming. You see, between 4 and 8 years old, you decide who you're going to be. The fears that you are setting you are guiding you right now today. We are grown people today being driven by a 4-year-old fear or phobia of spiders or heights or whatever that may be. And it's not that it's a bad thing. It's just that it doesn't enhance your ability to spot good trades and trade without fear. You see, we have to get rid of them old self-beliefs and replace them with new ones. We have to come up with new ways of seeing ourselves. We have to start reading books of possibilities. We got to start looking into the possibilities of what can be and not what people told us it has to be. Some people don't believe that they deserve to be rich. And people often say, well, I don't really need much. I just need just enough to get by. That's not the truth. You're saying that because you don't want to put the pressure on yourself to grow and expand from who you are to who God has called you to be. You see, there's greatness in every one of you guys. I know you've been trading for 6 months, 6 years, 15 years, but you're struggling. This is why you must get along with someone that has paved the road for you, that's going to take their wisdom and impart it into you and give you a new way of thinking. You got to start being willing to grow and to be uncomfortable, because what you believe about yourself is what you're going to produce. So I want you to stop saying every trade I take is bad. Every time I get in, it's too late. Stop. And that's just preparation. You know, X says something about back testing. You need to be back testing. I back test, I promise you guys, I back test probably 6 to 7 hours a weekend. And I'm doing the same trade over and over again, but I want to be so good when that trade comes up, bam, and with my group that I coach with, right? And I'll take a trade, and everybody sits back and say, well, I'm taking this trade, and tell them why I'm taking the trade and so forth. And they're waiting. Now, they don't see what I see because I back test, back test, back test, back test, back test. And when I see that trade, there's no hesitation, no fear, no nothing. Win, lose, or draw, I'm taking that trade. That makes a difference when you believe in yourself. You see, what you believe in yourself may not necessarily be true, but it does affect the way you trade. So I want to say this to you guys right now. If you're out there and you're struggling, never get married to your trade. No matter how strongly you feel about the trade, no matter what's going on, be willing to give up that trade in a moment's notice when you know that that trade is going against you. See, to be successful in trading, you need to be willing to change your mind quickly and easily. You have to remain flexible. If you remain flexible, guys, I'm telling you, the more flexible you can be, the more successful you'll be in your trading. So never get married to the trade. I tell people like I said, I only date. I tell them like I'm only gonna be here for a while. Don't get caught up now. Don't be trying to hold on to me because I'm not staying here long. I'm gonna get mine and get out. So when you're planning your trades and you have the right approach to the trade and you're not dealing on fears or bad data because you're practicing, you're with people that's trading around you, you see what good setups look like, you're developing patience, you're developing the discipline to only take the trades that line up with your trading strategy. You're no longer trading by impulse, but trading by plan. You say, I'm planning to get in here, my stop is going to be here, my take profit is going to be here, way before you push the button. And so therefore, when you push the button, guess what? You sit back cool in your easy chair with your feet up on the counter and sit on the desk and say 50-50, let's work it out. And every trade is like that because one thing I do know, the market is going to do what the market's going to do no matter how you feel about it. You see, and I want you to understand that being flexible in your trading will help you to success. See, the amount of money you make when trading will be in direct proportion to how flexible you'll be when you trade. I'll go to this next point here. Never, ever, ever chase money. Let money chase you. Let money chase you. Never, ever chase money. Remain flexible. When you're flexible, you feel no pressure to do anything. When you're flexible, you have no feelings of fear, FOMO, rejection. You have no sense of rejection whatsoever. There is no right or wrong. The market's going to do what the market's going to do. So I'm going to take that trade as the market makes money available to me. I'm going to take my profits. I'm going to manage my risk. And when you start to recognize the best parts of yourself, fear will no longer drive you or pull you back. Recognize and you're flexible means you're going to be agile. You're going to understand and recognize what the market is doing, is telling you right now. You're going to observe the market from a perspective as if you wasn't even in a trade. You're not going to have FOMO. Your hands not going to be sweaty. Your palms not going to be sweaty. You're not going to be sitting up in your chair, hunched over, with the eyes glued to the screen. You're going to sit back and relax because you planned your trade. You did the best that you can do. And you do that, and you never, ever focus on money. You focus on the structure of the market. Now, I'm going to give you guys something here about prop firms, and hopefully it's going to help you. This is where I'm going to get you to. First of all, if you're a trader and you're trading prop firms, give me a thumbs up in the chat right now. Everyone that's trading prop firms right now, give me a thumbs up. Come on, guys. I don't see nobody thumbing up here. Good. I got people doing very good. Very good. You're doing prop firms. Now I'm gonna give you something here. I think it's gonna be worth $1 million to you. I'm not promising somebody to make $1 million, but it will be $1 million idea, and it's gonna get you where you want to get to without stress. Okay. First of all, are you struggling with your evaluations accounts? Are you struggling? Meaning that have you went through evaluation accounts like people go through like people go through walking down the street in the wind blowing and leaves flying down the street. Have you been blowing your valuation accounts? If that's you, say yes. Give me a thumbs up in the chat box. Okay. Now, here's the big part. Are you blowing your funded accounts? Oh, and this is the one here, guys. We got to fix this part. You see, your evaluation accounts are liabilities. I mean, pay for them until you pass them. Prop firms don't really care about that. They do their thing. But see, when you get a funded account, guys, that's your ticket to freedom. That is the retirement account. That is the vacations for your family. Because now that liability has turned into a possible asset with the proper approach and the proper mindset. You see, you're no longer driven by fear, panic, or past beliefs. Now you're driven by, because you're being trained by people that is helping you along the way, mentoring you, coaching you along the way. In fact, let's put it this way, guys. Most professionals in the world, if not all professionals, I probably can say, have a coach. Whether they're a speaker, whether they're a sports athlete, whether they're a politician, they all have coaches. CEO of a Fortune 500 company, they have coaches. If they have coaches and we don't, what do they know that we don't know? I think what they have is they don't know. They know they don't know everything. They know that they can't recognize their blind sides, but a coach can. They know there's people out there that's smarter than them, so they get together, put together a mastermind team to work with them to accelerate their trading exponentially in a short period of time. So with the prop firms out here is giving you ability to leverage a little bit to get a lot. Reinvest that other money into some type of coaching. And I'm not trying to sell you nothing here. I'm just giving you the truth. I have a coach. You just talk to him. His name is Xavier. Okay, everybody have a coach. So who's coaching you right now? Who's helping you right now? Who's mentoring you right now to get you across this hurdle of the unknown? Because the worst thing you can do is be trading and just push the button because it's moving real fast, and you know that don't work because they liquidate you as soon as you get into trades. So let's talk about the values of prop firm accounts and what that means to you. If you are trading, and I'm using this example here, this is from one of the prop firms, prominent one out there. I'm not going to use their name, but they're out there. If you were funded an account and it was a 300K account, I want you to understand that that account is not 300K. It's funded with the leverage of a 300K account, but truly that account is valued at the amount of drawdown they give you before they liquidate or invalidate the account. And that's $9,000 with this particular company. So if you are, I'm going to recommend to you right now, and hear me clearly, stop trading minis if you're trading futures. Stop. If you're the prop firm, you're trading futures. You are to go to, this is a command, go to micros. Because what I want to prevent for you, help you prevent, is to stop blowing them accounts. Some of you guys have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 accounts. Now, one of I think my students had 25, the average amount between 10 and 15 accounts each. But they were blowing them just as fast as they was getting them. So I started working on a process, an approach to trading that's helping them stop blowing their accounts. Now, here this out really good. If you are trading a prop firm account, you don't have the 300,000, you have $9,000 drawdown. That's not a lot of money to be trading. If you're trading minis, that $9,000 is not that big. But if you start trading micros, I'm gonna give you a formula behind it. They're gonna change everything for you. Next one, if you have a 250K account, that's only a $6,500 account. It gets smaller. If you're trading a 150K account, that's only $5,000, or of the 150K, 100K account, 3,000, of 50K, 2,500. Most of you guys have 50K accounts. And most of you guys have $2,500 to trade with. But for some reason, you have a need to trade minis. See, when you trade in evaluation accounts, you need to trade the minis to get the thing qualified. But you blow a lot of them. But for some reason, we cannot disconnect the evaluation process from the funded process. Because once it gets funded, guys, that is your money, potentially. So let's get you to a place where you can be successful. So if you're trading a 50K account, you have $2,500 to trade with, then you should risk in any given day of trading, 10% of the account balance. And I had to go to 10% because we know the rule of thumb is 1 or 2% of your account balance. But let's face it, with $2,500, 1% is $25. You can't trade nothing. But so let's go 10%. That means that it'll take you 10 days of trading and fail 10 days in a row to blow that account. And I know if you're trading with Juicer Trades or trading with Dominant Traders coaching, you're not going to lose 10 trades in a row. I can't say impossible, but it is nearly impossible. Only way it's possible is you breaking all the rules that I'm teaching you, Xavier's teaching you right now. So $250 a day is your risk for a 50K account. $300 a day is for your 100K account. 150, 500, 250, 650. 300,000, $900. Now you say, Coach, hold on. What are you talking about? I can't make no money doing that, but you can. I'm working with my students right now, and they're trading between 1 and 5 micros at the most. With 3 micros, we average $1,200 a day. Now, I'm a trend trader, so we take trades and we take our short hits, but we get the 100, 200, 300 point trades, and we do it regularly. Okay, so my run is a little bit different, but let's say that you made $100 a day. Your whole rule or your goal to be successful in this strategy is to be green every day. If you green every day, you're never gonna blow your account, and your account gonna grow over time. My rule of thumb is that we need to get our account balance on our funded account to $10,000. Then you can start trading minis in only one. $10,000 before you ever can, I mean, on the plus side of what they funded you, before you ever start going to minis. So you're going to take it slow. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So make sure you follow this, guys. Now, hear this out. 3 micros, and average trade we pull, 50 points. Let's put it that way. 3 micros at 50 points, that would be equals to $300. If you made $300 a day for 5 days in a row, that's $1,500. Would that change your life? If that would, give me a thumbs up. But for some reason, we need $1,500 a day. That's not realistic, guys. It's not. Now, let me see. Is it possible? Yeah, but it's like gambling, because with that kind of risk and leverage on trading minis, you're gonna blow your account up in a few trades. And the whole goal is you worked hard to get that performance account or that funded account. Why would you feel so easy to give it away so easily? That's bad programming. It comes from your past. It's a place of disbelief or it's coming from your core. So I want you guys to slow your roll. I want you to stop being a gunslinger. Your evaluation accounts and your PA accounts or your performance accounts or your funded accounts should be treated totally different. And it's going to put you under some constraints, guys. It's going to make you feel, well, I don't know. It's too slow. But that's in your mind. What makes making 100? If I walked up to you every day and gave you $100 or $200 a day, how would you feel about it? Would you think that's too slow? You tell me I want it all at one time? But that's called greed. It's not going to benefit you at all. So remember, guys, do not risk no more than 10% of your account drawdown balance in any given day. Now, if you're trading prop firms, you're only allowed to trade. I have a rule of thumb: 5 trades maximum. If you hit your drawdown, it's called the 5 pillars of DTC coaching. If you hit your drawdown of $250, you stop trading. If you have 3 consecutive losses, you stop trading. If you hit your goal, should be, for that account there, $300 a day or $100 a day or whatever that may be for you. But $300 a day is reasonable, $200 a day. And if you get in a trade and it goes in your favor, when you close that trade, you're done for the day. If you made $50, you're done for the day. If you made $100, you're done for the day. And you say, well, Coach, I want to trade. This market's still running. But I'm talking about consistency here. You see, you must build your account over time. It's not overnight. And greed will be telling you you need more. And that's the enemy lying to you, telling you to don't be your best. You see, when you trade 1 trade a day, you're probably going to journal. And if you're out there and you're trading more than that, you're probably not journaling at all. Journaling is very important. So what I want to do, I'm going to offer you guys something. And I have a trade journal. And you take and you go, it's a free journal, and you just go to my thank you. I'm gonna drop it into the box here, and you got to request a download or just download to your own. It's for you, it's free. I created it's a spreadsheet. It's wonderful. You want to know how to use it. Everything is there for you. Right there. It's in a box that's free to you guys right there. That's a trade journal. It comes with everything you need. Tells you how to export your trades from Ninja Trader. Put them in. You take your pictures, put on there. You put your copy of notes in. Everything is there for you, free from DTC Coaching. Now, I took a lot of time and patience to put that together. I'm offering it to you guys for free. Just make a request to get to the journal, and I'll help you download it. Okay? But there you go. Now, with that being said, guys, shift your strategy. It's more to the strategy than just what I shared with you, but shift your strategy to micros. Set a daily goal, and I think you have a 50K account. $200 a day is a very achievable goal. And when you close your trade, whatever trade, whether you let it run, and you never get out a perfectly good trade. You should know where your support resistance are. Like X was showing that he got the trade here, he hit a target there. And because you have an idea, if you're working with us, you know where the liquidity is setting. So make sure that you get your code, get your trade, and know your levels, and let the trade run to where it's going at. If you're working with us, you'll get it done. We'll work it out. So, but because you're here today, we're going to make you an offer today that I think would be beneficial to you if you would like to take us up on it. It's truly up to you. I gave you the journal for free, nothing there. But I have a 6-week coaching program that I offer to my students that's coming in. And it includes 5 hours, actually it's over 10 hours of pre-market live coaching every week. That's available to the one who wants to get involved in the coaching program. In that same week, 2 hours of mindset each week. And the reason is mindset is because psychologically, most of us are having challenges in our trading. It's in our thought life, guys. It's in our thought life. And I help you bridge the psychological gap when it comes to you taking risk, taking a trade, being able to watch your trade as an observer, being very flexible, remain objective, and only taking the trades that line up. So we do that live every day, 1 hour before market open, until 2 hours, hour and a half before market open, all the way into the open of the market. And 1 hour private coaching each week. And you have access to the entire pre-recorded library. And if you're interested in possibly coaching with us, you can use that discount code on our system, on the website, and you can get in. And the website for this here is at dominantcoaching.com. You'll see it come up. And that's a discount code. It'd be good for this week coming up. Okay. And as a bonus, if you join with Dominant Traders Coaching, you will receive my customized Ninja Trader workstation that is on steroids. Everyone that's been introduced to it, loving it, and you get that for free if you join the coaching program, the 6-week coaching program. If you're interested, you go right here to dominantcoaching.com, use that code, you will get a discount. I've already given you guys the journal, and the journal looks like this. This is one of the pages of the journal. It's a 21-day strategy. It's a PowerPoint. Not a PowerPoint, Excel sheet that's give you everything you need, and it don't cost you anything if you choose it. Now, I use Tradez, okay? But I know a lot of traders don't have the funds, are not interested in investing in it. I've made it available for you to do freely. Guys, I believe in you. I believe that you can do it. If you're here today, you're not here by happenstance. I think God sent you here to get what we offer you in the area of wisdom and knowledge. And we're going to continue doing these educational webinars to help you grow as a trader, whether you get involved with us or not. Remember, guys, if you are trading, and then if you're a professional trader, you must have patience. You must be a master of your emotion. And then psychologically, you must approach the market with balance. You have to have discipline. You have to wait for your trades. You can't trade with FOMO. You can't trade. You just got to have a cold mindset. And that comes from people walking along with you. It is totally, totally up to you where you go with this trading career. You don't need to wait 12 years before you become profitable. You can do it at any given time. I am Coach Kelvin with DTC Coaching.